Hey YouTube, what's up? It's CS back here with another installment, and here are my predictions for UFC 148, Silva versus Sonnen II. Now, what do you guys think of this card on paper? In my opinion, the matchmaking could be a little bit better, but I'm not going to complain because we're actually seeing names on this card. You know, that's been a shortage for the past few cards. And a lot of people have the argument of, hey, you know, they just want to see good fights. And I want to see good fights as well, but I want to see good fights that matter. And when I say fights that matter, guys who are actually good, we have a few good fighters here. So, yeah, I really can't hate on this. You know, you have Melvin Guillard, who could still hit the top 10 in my opinion. Chad Mendes is top 10 featherweight. Damian Maia, DHK, they might have potential to be top 10 in the welterweight division. You have Forrest Griffin, who might be still top 10. And, of course, in the main event, Anderson Silva versus Chael Sonnen. I just want to care about fights, you know what I'm saying? I could watch a good fight, and then, hey, you know, I just really don't care about it because maybe they ain't going to fight anyone good after that. So, yeah, I like good fighters. Again, I can't emphasize that enough. But, yeah, let's just get to this main event, shall we? I'm wasting too much time. Anderson Silva versus Chael Sonnen for the middleweight championship. Of course, it's the rematch. Again, preliminary card picks, like usual, in the description below, so go check those out. But who do you guys have in this rematch? I think it's a really easy pick. You got to go with Anderson Silva here. I don't think he's going to be as hurt coming into the fight like he was in their last fight. Of course, he had like bruised ribs or some shit like that. And in terms of your breathing and just being Anderson Silva and trying to be dynamic, you just aren't, you know, if, you know, those are just fucking with you that much. So, yeah, I don't think that's going to be an issue this fight. And I don't think he's going to look that aged, in my opinion. You know, he looked relatively fresh against, what's-his-face, Yushin Okami. Smoked him, you know what I'm saying? If he had 30 more seconds in the first round, maybe he finishes him. Of course, he got him out of there in the second. So, yeah, Anderson Silva's still an animal. And if Chael Sonnen's not on his double leg takedown game like he was in the first fight, he's going to get wrecked on the feet. Absolutely. Chael's a good boxer, but Anderson Silva is just the best striker on the planet in mixed martial arts. For mixed martial arts, in my opinion. So, yeah, Anderson Silva's a nuts. He's just nuts. When he starts doing this crazy shit, he's trying to see how you react and stuff, and then he's just going to pop a jab in your face and knock you out with that shit, if not like a front kick or some shit like that. So, you know, Anderson, he's going to keep you guessing, and as long as you're on the feet, and you're pretty much caught in the spider's web there, you know what I'm saying? But Chael Sonnen, do you guys actually think he does what he does to most people? Actually, not most people, everyone. Him take down Anderson Silva, and it's only a matter of him getting submitted or not? I personally don't think so. You know, if any one guy in, you know, the middleweight division or in any range of Chael's weight, in my opinion, who won't get taken down by Chael Sonnen, I think it's going to be Anderson Silva, just because he won't even be on, like, trying to stuff takedowns by actually stuffing them like that, getting underhooks and shit. Anderson's going to be moving around on the outside, trying to, you know, just keep Chael Sonnen at a distance and try to clown him from the outside. And I just think that's going to be too much for Chael to deal with. Chael, you know, in terms of closing the gap, he's amazing at it. It's just, I want to see what Anderson can do when he's just being Dawson from Street Fighter, and I think he's going to be on that game, this fight. However, again, Chael Sonnen, his ability to close the distance is just unparalleled, in my opinion. In MMA, he is probably the best MMA wrestler out there, notably, that I can think of right now. And I just can't see him not getting the fight to the ground. So I think he'll find an opening within Anderson's, you know, spider's web, if you will, of just, you know, picking him apart from the outside and eventually be able to take Anderson down. However, you know, Anderson doesn't train with Chael doesn't train with high-level grapplers. Anderson does, of course. And Chael hasn't learned from losing to triangle chokes. And I think he's going to lose to another one. You know, I think he's going to get a little too complacent on the ground with Anderson. Anderson, you know, just knows how to wrap that thing up. So I've got to go with Anderson to beat Chael Sonnen on the feet. For the most part, land low kicks, land some jabs, combinations when he can. But ultimately, Chael gets it to the ground and gets submitted by a triangle. So that's what I think is going to happen. Anderson Silva, I think he does it in the third round. But now let's move on to that co-main event between Forrest Griffin and Tito Ortiz, two former light heavyweight champions. Really easy pick, in my opinion. Got to go with Forrest Griffin here. You know, do you expect Tito to knock him out, like on the feet, or pound him out on the ground? Do you expect Tito to get to the ground in general? Do you expect Tito to outbox Forrest? I don't think so. You know, Forrest Griffin, you know, I think he's going to throw a high volume of strikes on the feet. You know, he's not a great striker or any means. Definitely not a world beater. This guy got outstruck by Keith Jardine. So, yeah, he ain't that good. But that's how average Tito Ortiz is now, or below average, because Forrest Griffin's always been average in his career. It's not like he's declined. It's just, he's never been that good. He's always been in good shape. It's just, he ain't that good, Forrest is going to fucking land a shitload of leg kicks and maybe some combinations here and there. Nothing's going to really hurt Tito Ortiz, though. I don't expect a finish out of Forrest. But yeah, I think he'll be able to keep this fight standing and maybe take this down to the ground if he needs to. So yeah, I think he wins this everywhere. I think Tito's going to have no success in terms of hurting Forrest or controlling him. So yeah, again, I expect Forrest to outstrike him at least 2-1. Unanimous decision, Forrest Griffin. Next up, middleweight match between Cung and Patrick Cote. Guys, kind of a hard pick for me. Patrick Cote can definitely steal this later if Cung gets tired of outstriking him at first. I think Patrick Cote is going to be getting caught in the outside game with Cung Le. Cung Le is going to be able to keep him at bay with his kicks, land some low kicks, maybe some head kicks, but Patrick Cote has a pretty darn good chin. He'll be able to take that punishment. He's a solid kickboxer in his own right, so if his legs get tired by maybe being kicked a lot, although Cung Le's not prolific leg kicker, I still think Patrick Cote will be able to stand up on his 2 feet. None of that middleweight championship match that he experienced against Anderson Silva. But yeah, I think Patrick Cote will be able to turn it on late. However, I'm not sure if he has the stuff to put away Cung Le. Vanderlei Silva, I know his power is diminished, but I still think it's a little bit better than Patrick Cote. And I don't think Cote is going to find that knockout combination to put away Cung Le. And I think it's going to be ultra close near the end. It's just, I think Cung Le is going to be able to do enough in the first 2 rounds to win this one. Expect Patrick Cote to come on strong, though. So yeah, I got to go with Cung Le here. Split decision, 29-28, 29-20, 28-29. And now moving on, welterweight match between Kim Dong-Hyun and Damian Maia. Gotta go with tough ass pick, but I gotta go with Kim Dong-Hyun, and it's not like I'm biased to Koreans because I've been listening to K-pop all the time. It's just, I think he's too athletic, I think he's too strong, and I don't think he's gonna get submitted, which is really all I see him losing to against someone like Damian Maia. Damian Maia, I think, is going to get controlled in this match. The poor guy goes down to welterweight expecting to be stronger than someone, and he has to fight this brick wall in Sung Gun Kim, who's definitely going to be stronger than him. One of the stronger dudes at the welterweight division. The guy has solid judo. He knows how to keep a fight on his feet, and I think that's what he's going to try to do. Land those stupid-ass Anderson Silva wannabe front kicks, or the Oto Machida style. And I think he's going to outbox Damian Maia for the most part. Damian Maia's striking, technically has improved. We saw it in the Mark Munoz fight. However, I'm not sure how comfortable he'll be striking against Kim, just because I think he'll be so intent on getting to the ground as well. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's going to look sharp there whatsoever. It's not like he was ever that sharp anyway. So, yeah, just look for Kim to keep it on the feet with his solid judo. He's just too strong for Damian Maia, I think, and I don't think he's going to gas trying to keep this on the feet. However, it does go to the ground. Kim's probably going to just chill in Maia's guard, not get submitted, but maybe he does if he gets tired, or if Maia is just way too aggressive on the ground with his guard. Who knows? It just, all things for me point to Kim winning via stand-up unanimous decision. Yeah, next up, featherweight match between Chad Mendes and Cote McKenzie. Easy pick. Gotta go with Chad Mendes here. If Cote McKenzie is able to guillotine Chad Mendes, damn, Chad Mendes out of Team Alpha Male getting submitted by a guillotine like that, Cote McKenzie. And it's a good guillotine, and he has plenty of ways to get it. But when you're Alpha Male, you're training just as hard in guillotines, in my opinion. Holy crap, all of them have a good one. Mendes has a good one himself. Benavidez, what's his face? Faber. Cats have good guillotine. Dillashaw, so I don't expect Mendes to get caught in one, but I'm just saying if he does, body bag, that sucks. But yeah, he's pretty much better than McKenzie everywhere. McKenzie's stand-up is not good. Mendes, although way shorter than McKenzie, might be able to get within McKenzie's reach and land some combinations. I think he's going to be better on the feet. And, of course, he's a solid wrestler, really solid wrestler, and he should be able to take down McKenzie at will if he feels like doing that kind of game plan. I think he will. Ultimately, I think he'll try to ground pound Cote McKenzie out. I don't think he will finish McKenzie because Chad Mendes is not really a power puncher even on the ground and pound, but I still think he'll do enough there and not get submitted to win this fight via unanimous decision. I look for him to go for his own submissions as well, like guillotine. So yeah, Chad Mendes at UD. And last but not least, bantamweight bout between Ivan Menjivar and Mike Easton. Looking forward to this bout because Mike Easton did not look his best against what's-his-face, Jared Papazian. Did not look good at all, in my opinion. Narrowly outstruck him. And if he's narrowly outstriking Jared Papazian, Ivan Menjivar is just a blitz. This guy is getting up there in age, but I swear he still brings it for every fight. Guy hits hard. His combinations are pretty solid technically. He's bloody well-rounded. The guy who can, grapple with you on the mat. His submission defense is fairly solid. His submissions are pretty good as well. His takedown defense is kind of shaky, especially if he gasses. So Mike Easton might want to look into wrestling him early or Cajun preying upon him early, using his big muscly figure to just try to wear out the older Menjivar, who's still relatively explosive. However, I don't think Mike Easton's going to come in with the best game plan, although he should, come from the camp he's from. So I think Ivan Menjivar is going to have his way in terms of a stand-up match. I think he's going to outbox Mike Easton for the most part, and then try to land combinations as hard as he can, and try not to get out-wrestle, of course, for the most part of 3 rounds. I still think he'll do enough on the feet to win, but Mike Easton's too athletic of a kid to not get some takedowns in. So yeah, I'm going to go with Ivan Menjivar. I'm going to say 29-28. Should be a fairly exciting fight. Unanimous decision. And there it is, guys. That about does it for my main card predictions for UFC 148, Silva versus Sonnen II. Again, preliminary card picks should be found in the description below. Please go check those out, along with some links. And yeah, hopefully I will see you for a review after the event. I'm really excited for this one. So yeah, hopefully I can get that thing out there as soon as the event airs. So yeah, look out for that. And thanks for all the support once again, guys. You guys rock. I really appreciate it. Hopefully I get some contests up and running in the near future. And yeah, we'll look forward to that. So thanks again for all the support. Deuces for all my supporters, bruises for all my haters, and take care.